never said this out loud before. I blame myself for every tear, for nights I couldn't stand up straight. I called it weakness, called it shame, for needing time, for losing faith. I wore my silence like a crime, carried it deeper every day. Thought being broken meant I failed, for bending in the weight of pain. But no one taught me how to breathe when everything inside collapsed. So I forgave myself for falling apart, for needing rest when I ran out of heart. I stopped demanding I'll be strong all the time. I forgave myself for surviving my life. I thought endurance meant no cracks, no trembling hands, no asking why. But even rivers break their banks just to keep moving toward the light. I wasn't weak for breaking down, I was human holding on, doing the best I ever could with the strength that I had known. And for the first time I could see I never owed perfection to my pain. So I forgave myself for falling apart, for all those nights I barely made a start. I stopped punishing this fragile heart of mine. I forgave myself, and that felt like mercy. I didn't break because I was weak, I broke because I stayed too long. I stayed because I still believe somewhere inside I belonged. I forgave myself for falling apart, for losing ground, for losing spark. I don't need to prove I survived the fight. I survived in the only way I knew. That is enough. That is enough. That is enough. That is enough. I don't fight it anymore. I kept asking what I should have done, where I took the wrong way home. I replayed every fragile moment, like the ending wasn't already known. I measured all my cracks in silence, called them proof I wasn't whole. Never stopped to ask myself, how heavy was the load? But pain doesn't ask permission, and breaking doesn't mean you quit. So I let the pieces be. I don't I thought strength was never bending, never laying something down. But even stone was split in time if the water keeps coming around. I wasn't wrong for feeling tired or for needing space to breathe. I held on longer than I should, just to keep believing. And for the first time I could hear a quiet of truth inside. So I let the pieces be. Every scar that stayed with me. I don't need to fix what saved my life. I let the pieces be. I didn't fall apart in vain. I fell because I stayed. And there's no shame in how I lived through the nights I couldn't change. So I let the pieces be. I stopped asking for apologies. I'm not broken, I'm still here. I survived in the only way I knew. Still here, and that's enough. I used to whisper my pain like it didn't deserve a name. Held my breath through the longest nights, pretending I was fine. I blame my heart for feeling too much, for bending under the weight. But nobody tells you how heavy hope is when it's the last thing you say. Every tear I tried to outrun was just love with nowhere to go. I wasn't broken for no reason, I was carrying more than I showed. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every time I lost my way. I stopped asking why I wasn't stronger, and thanked myself for staying. I let myself be human. Let myself be human. I let myself feel the ache. Let myself feel the ache. If I came undone just to keep breathing, then I did what I had to that day. I wore my silence like armor, thought it made me brave. But courage showed up quietly when I finally felt the pain. I thought healing meant standing tall, never asking for grace. Mercy found me on my knees, looking myself in the face. Every crack inside my voice, every night I apart, falling apart. For the days I couldn't explain, I didn't lose myself in the sorrow. I was learning how to stay. I let myself be human. Let myself be human. I let myself be real. Let myself be real. Some wounds don't need a victory. They just need time to heal. I don't need to be stronger than my truth. I don't need to be louder than my pain. I survived in the only way I knew, and that was enough. That was enough. I forgive myself for falling apart. Falling apart. For every silent prayer I made, I'm not ashamed of the way I survived. I'm still here, and I stayed. I let myself be human. Let myself be human. I let myself be whole. Let myself be whole. And loving me didn't start with fixing. It started with letting go. I let myself be human. I let myself be human. I let myself be human. Used to whisper apologies to walls that never spoke back, blaming my reflection for every step I lacked. I held my breath through broken days, afraid to slow my pace. I thought being tired meant failing. I never gave myself grace. I carry shame like it was truth, like pain was something I chose. But hearts don't break from being careless, they break from loving too close. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every night I went quiet inside. I stopped calling my wounds a weakness and let them breathe, let them cry. I forgave myself for falling apart, for bending under the strain. I stayed alive the only way I could, and I won't wear that shame. I stayed too long and borrowed hope, afraid of standing alone. I thought endurance was devotion, even when love felt cold. I learned to smile through empty rooms and call it being strong. But surviving isn't pretty, it just means you held on. I wasn't wrong for feeling small. I wasn't weak for needing rest. I gave the world what I had left, even when it wasn't my best. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every tear I tried to hide. I let my heart be honest on the nights I barely survived. I forgave myself for falling apart, for choosing mercy over pride. I forgave myself for falling apart. I laid my judgment down. I found my peace in the letting go, not in standing my ground. I forgave myself for falling apart. I finally told the truth. I survived in the only way I knew, and that was enough to do. I made peace with my weakness, and it carried me through. I used to say sorry, even when no one was listening. I apologized for being tired, for needing time I couldn't give. I said I'm sorry for the tears that taught my heart how hard to live. I thought my pain was something wrong, something I should hide away. So I kept asking myself, why couldn't you feel? So I stopped apologizing to myself, breaking down when I had no help. I let the silence say what words never could. I did the best I could, and that was good. I carried blame like it was true, like it was mine to understand. But no one teaches you how to heal when life slips through your hands. I wasn't wrong for feeling lost or needing somewhere safe to land. I wasn't weak for holding on with shaking hands. And for the first time I could breathe without explaining what broke me. So I stopped apologizing to myself for every moment I couldn't be strong. I don't need to justify how I survived. I stayed alive, that's all. I didn't fall because I quit. I fell because I carried too much, and I stayed longer than I should because I still believed in love. So I stopped apologizing to myself for all the nights I felt undone. I'm not ashamed of how I made it through. I survived in the only way I knew. No more apologies, just peace. nobody taught me how to say it. I counted every moment I fell short, every word I couldn't find in time. I held myself to promises I made when I was barely standing upright. I thought if I tried a little harder, I could silence all the doubt. But some nights surviving quietly was the only way out. I kept asking more of me when I had nothing left to give. I did the best I could with the heart that I had then. I did the best I could when I didn't know how to bend. I don't know the past and explanation. I lived it as honestly as I could. I stayed longer than I should have, because I still believed in love. I carried weight that wasn't mine, just to prove I was enough. I mistook endurance for strength, and silence for control. Never stopped to recognize how much it cost my soul. And for the first time I could see trying was never the same as failing. I did the best I could with the faith I had that day. I did the best I could, even when I lost my way. I don't need to punish who I was for doing all she could. I wasn't wrong for being tired or for needing somewhere safe. I wasn't weak for breaking down. I was human underweight. I did the best I could, and I'm at peace with that now. I don't ask for mercy from the past. I gave everything I knew how. I did the best I could. And that's enough. There were things I never said. I smiled through rooms that felt too loud, carried my fear and borrowed calm. I learned how not to fall apart by never letting on. I answered fine 1,000 times when I was barely standing still. I made it through by breaking quietly against my will. No one taught me how to heal when I had nothing left to show. No one saw me holding on when every reason told me don't. I stayed alive in ways that never made a sound. No one saw me holding on, but I forgive myself now. I thought strength meant never bending, never letting the cracks be seen. But all that silence kept me standing when falling felt too easy. I carried shame I never earned, like it was proof I didn't try. But surviving doesn't always look like winning. Sometimes it looks like staying alive. And for the first time I understand, pain doesn't mean I was wrong. No one saw me holding on through every night I barely got through. I stopped asking why I wasn't strong enough. I did what I knew how to do. I didn't break because I fell, I broke because I stayed. And there's no shame in how I live through every fragile day. No one saw me holding on, but I know now what it took. I don't know the past, an explanation. I survived in the only way I knew. I'm still here. That's enough. Hey. I kept my head down, carried the shame like it was mine to hold. Every cracked promise, every weak moment, I replayed them cold. I told myself I should have known better, should have stood tall, should have been brave. But I was tired long before I broke, just trying to stay awake. I thought pain meant I failed the test, thought tears meant I was wrong. But some nights you don't need answers, you just need to go on. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every night I lost control. I don't blame my heart for breaking, it was doing what it knows. I forgave myself for falling apart, for bending under the weight. I survived in the only way I knew, and that has to be okay. I smiled through rooms that felt too heavy, spoke soft so no one knew how close I was to disappearing, just trying to make it through. I mistook silence for being strong, Thought no man I was safe, but feeling everything all at once was the bravest thing I faced. I didn't fall because I was weak. I fell because I cared. I held on longer than I should have to love that wasn't there. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every tear I hid. I don't hate the way I broke down. I honor what I did. I forgave myself for falling apart, for all the nights I prayed. I stayed alive when it was hardest, and that's enough to say. I don't need a reason to be gentle with myself. I don't need a victory to heal. I was human before I was ready, and that truth still feels real. I forgave myself for falling apart. I laid the blame to rest. I stopped asking why I wasn't stronger and let that question in. I forgave myself for falling apart. I finally understand. I survived in the only way I knew, with a trembling heart and shaking hands. I don't blame my heart anymore. I used to measure every scar like proof I wasn't enough. Held my breath through every storm, told myself, be tough. I carry silence like a rule, never let it show. I thought if I stayed standing, I'd never feel the blow. But pain don't disappear when you pretend you're fine. It just waits patiently inside. I stopped asking myself to be unbreakable. Stop calling my tears a crime. I didn't fail, I didn't lose control. I lived through time. I stopped asking for perfect strength when all I had was breath and heart. I survived in the only way I knew. I let myself fall apart. I made peace with the nights I bent, the ones I couldn't stand. Some prayers don't sound like hope, they sound like I can't. I don't shame the fear I felt or the days I stayed inside. I was learning how to stay alive, not how to look alright. There's no medal for endurance. wasn't brave in the way they say, but I stayed. I stopped asking myself to be unbreakable. I stopped calling my wounds a flaw. If I'm still here, still breathing out, it's more than enough. I survived in the only way I knew. I stayed. There was enough. There was enough. I tried stand up straight in a crooked room, smile through the ache in my bones. I wore my courage like borrowed shoes, never quite felt like my own. I kept my doubts folded deep in my chest, like letters I never sent. I blame myself for every crack, like pain was something I meant. I thought breaking meant I failed, thought tears were something to hide, but nobody told me surviving can look like losing your pride. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every night I've been this way. I was gentle when I couldn't be strong, and I don't regret that way. I forgave myself for falling apart, for letting the truth come through. I survived in the only way I knew, by feeling what I couldn't undo. I stayed too long in quiet rooms, afraid of what I might say. I learned to breathe through broken plans, just to make it to the day. I mistook endurance for love, and silence for being wise, but holding on until it hurt was never a fair disguise. I wasn't weak for needing rest, I wasn't wrong for the fall. I carried more than I could hold, and I carried it all. I forgave myself for falling apart, for every moment I slowed. I don't shame the heart that stumbled on my soul.